Get some people up in here. Oh, that would be cool. Push to end criminal background checks for New York City apartment takers. Okay. Checking this news out, y'all. We live. Sending some people to come up in here before we start.
From the bill's sponsor about why he is pushing forward and reaction from a landlord group that says the bill endangers the safety of tenants already in the building.
The idea is fairness. When someone has served their sentence, they've paid
Felipe.
society. That's the idea behind
Angel.
the Chance for Housing Act that some city council members are trying to
just watching the news. I'm seeing that they're trying to pass a bill here in New York where, like, because if you go to to rent an apartment or whatever here in New York, they run background checks, and when you got felonies and stuff like that, they won't even rent you an apartment. So they're trying to pass a law right now. It looked like it may pass. I don't know. Hold on.
Kendra Clark was not a model citizen growing up, but when she was finally released from Rikers in 2011, she had to couch surf for 5 years looking for a place to rent. And now, with that life far behind her, she tried to buy an apartment and kept getting rejected.
I'm an executive now. I make good money. I have my master's degree. Still deny me.
You see that? This girl got her life together and they still denied her. So they're trying to pass this bill where if you're a landlord, you can't run background checks on people. That would be pretty cool. Because some people just can't get a break. What's up, Brittany? Legacy. Salute. Hey, finally made it to a live. Excited. Good morning, Fred. Peace. Appreciate you, Mandy. Thank you. Eric, what's going on? Baby Valentine, turning into Sri Lanka. Let's go. Tune in. Oh, wait. Baby Valentina said she tuning in from Sri Lanka right now. We all over the world. We not local. Fred's not local anymore. We in Sri Lanka. Switzerland. We got VA in the building. Salute my man. Do you have a P.O. box? I always say I'm going to do it. I start to do it, and then I just get sidetracked. So many people want to send me so many things, equipment, mics, video stuff. Like some of I have a lot of good subscribers, and people are always asking me, hey, let me donate. Let me help you. I got my green screen, though, guys. I got my green screen. You know, so we're going to do the green screen. We got the Tales from the Pen banner, getting the microphone. So make a little setup. It's just, for me, it's just, it never really mattered, you know what I mean? Like, for me, what I do is, like, organic. I just get up here and talk. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't have specific things sometimes, especially on lives. I just come up and talk. Or even when I do my videos, it's like I'll know, I don't write shit down. I'll know certain points that I may speak upon, PowerPoints, whatever. And I just go. So to me, actually having the background and the ribbons and the microphones and the lights, it was never a thing to me, because I'm like, for what? I could just turn on the, you know what I mean? Like, I'm simple, you know, to make it look more, to put all the things in the bag. You see, you know, all the you know, animation and stuff that people have in the back of the videos. I don't have none of that shit. You know, it would make it look more professional, I guess. But I never really considered myself, like, it's just something I do. Because believe me when I tell you, there's no money in this. Because a lot of people think they get on YouTube and then, you know, once they get their 1,000 subscribers and they start getting monetized, they believe like they're getting YouTube money. No, unless you're getting millions of views and shit and millions of subscribers, you're not getting YouTube money. You got to have hundreds of thousands, you know? So, you know, good luck to those people. Anyway, let's see who else up in here. Salute, Mandy. Salute from Chicago. Legacy. I'm outside means if you come to my block, I'm a kid. Right, exactly. We're going to get to that right now. I got a Dolphin jersey for you. Oh, you see, now we got to talk. I'm going to work on that today, guys. I'm going to work on my P.O. box. There's so many people. Salute Darius, Hartford in the building. Troy, American Links. With my guy GH. Oh, I see it. Keeping it gangster means stupid nowadays, showing off, committing felonies. Yeah, That's what we gonna talk about, everybody. Salute. Who's that? Irvin. I'm trying to get everybody. I don't want nobody to feel left out. If I missed you, I apologize. It's just I ain't got my glasses. I should go get my glasses right now. Thing about them, like when I put them on, like I could see that part, but then when I take them off, it's like feels weird and shit. So I've never worn glasses. Just recently, and just like for the little letters like this, my eyes, like. But I've never worn glasses in my life. Hey, Aunt Rose is in the building. Julie. Okay, what's that say? Doggy? Wait, what's that? Doggy NYC. Okay, so yeah, so I posted a little video on Instagram because I see a lot of people, and especially I see it all the time on social media or YouTube or whatever, when certain people are screaming that they're outside. I'm outside all day. I'm outside all day. You know, to me, when you're screaming, I'm outside all day, I'm in these streets, I'm outside, it just means you don't have a job and you're letting the world know that. And you're letting the police officers who are watching know that too as well. You know what I mean? Or when, dudes is screaming, I keep it gangster. I'm just like, oh, Chill Will. Smash that like button, everybody. Thank you for that donation, Chill Will. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you. Keeping it gangster. That's the part that kind of like. Now, I understand because, again, I've lived a certain lifestyle. I've been around enough people. I've been in enough places to know. Okay? Now, when I hear dudes screaming, what's up? When I hear dudes screaming, keeping it gangster or I keep it real or any of that type shit, in my mind, I say to myself, what exactly does that mean? Does keeping it gangster mean that you're willing to shoot somebody, your ops? Is that what that means? Does keeping it gangster mean maybe risking the rest of your life in prison, stuck behind a wall, stuck behind a actual a gate in a cell, inside of a wall, surrounded by barbed wire fence, being told when to eat, when to sleep, what you can do and what you can't do? Does that mean keeping it gangster? I'm so confused. Does keeping it gangster mean risking your life? Does keeping it gangster mean you yourself dying? Leaving your family members behind? If you have children, leaving them to be fatherless, motherless? Is that gangster? I'm so confused. That's what I'm trying to figure out, guys. Nothing cool about that. Nothing cool about going to prison, leaving your girl with your baby to fend for themselves. While you're stuck behind a wall because you wanted to keep it gangster. I just think that a lot of people use excuses for a lot of things, right? As far as like, I'm in these streets and I gotta eat. I'm gonna get to the comments in a minute, y'all. I'm in these streets because my kids gotta eat. Which always confused me every time I heard that while this man was sitting next to me in a mess hall, eating slop, and he's telling me how his kids gotta eat in the streets. I don't get it. If you have kids and you're involved in a certain lifestyle and you have kids, it don't make sense to me. If you really loved your kids, you would try harder to get a real job. If you really loved your freedom, you would do anything that was presented to you. But some people's pride, they don't want to work in certain places or certain areas or whatever. People don't want to take a McDonald's job. I get it. I understand. But in this day and age, it just means you're not really trying hard enough. In this day and age, with all these app-based things that you can do, from deliveries to Uber Eats to Grubhub to Amazon to whatever deliveries, and you can do them on bikes, and some places you could walk around and do it. It's just excuses. It's just you being selfish if you in these streets and you got kids. You being selfish. I hate it. But it took me a long time to understand this, though. It took me a long time to understand these kind of concepts. Like, if you really love your family, like, I can't even fathom waking up without my kids. I don't understand that. I can't. There's too much to lose. I wouldn't want, you know what I mean, to be there and to be talking, peace, Nate, to be talking, calling my family from home and talking to my kids from a payphone, from a phone inside the penitentiary. Them asking me, Daddy, when are you coming home? Daddy, you should have seen me at this baseball game. Daddy, you should have seen me at the basketball game. Did mommy send you pictures? These are scenarios that actually run through my mind. Sometimes when, and I know I can never go back. I can never do that. Because of something selfishly that I did, or a lifestyle that I was living selfishly. Knowing that when you live in a certain lifestyle, they're going to come kick your door. It's just a matter of time. You ever had your door kicked in? I did. But to have your door kicked in and your kids are in the house, that's a whole fucking different ballgame. That's a whole different world. You don't traumatize these kids. These kids got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? These kids got nothing to do with nothing. And you got guns waving in their face. These men in armor with laser beams to your kid's forehead because they got to clear this house. There's a lot of people, doing shit from their house with kids in the house too. There's nothing gangster about that. That's not keeping it gangster. It's just crazy to me. McDonald's was the job that helped me understand. You know what I mean? So keeping it gangster to me is crazy because, like, keeping it gangster pretty much means, you're throwing your life away. I think a lot of times when for these young kids out here, once they get involved with, say, like certain organizations, you signed your life away. Because now you're still, because sometimes, these kids don't like authority. I don't like it. Still don't like that shit. But once you sign up to get involved in certain organizations, you signed your life away, and now you will be told what to do. Now you're not living really for yourself. You're living for something else. You're living for an organization that doesn't really love you. You're living for an organization that don't care about you. You're living for an organization, and you're doing this for an organization so the next younger generation could come up and disrespect you, and, you old now. Where's the loyalty? Never was none in the first place. Just understand that when you get involved with certain organizations, You're signing your life away, and you're signing a deal with the devil, however that saying goes. You sealed your fate because the blueprint is there. Do you know anybody from these organizations, street gangs, whatever, that hasn't been to prison? Do you know anybody? I don't. I know every single person who I know who's been involved in that lifestyle has been to prison one time or not or not. You know what I mean? So if you know that the blueprint is jail, you know this. You know this. The blueprint it's right there in front of you. There's history from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s on what happens to all of these organizations. It's not made up. Like, wow, they took down a whole organization? I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? No way. No. The blueprint is there. So why would you sign up for that? I don't get it. The blueprint is there throughout history of organizations and street level gangs of death and destruction. It's a history there. You can see it. You can look at it. You can research it. You can press Google. You can do what you want to do. Find out, right? But you're still signing up for this. You're still signing up for this? This is what you sign in your life? This is what you're doing? If you could sign a paper, and as soon as you sign that paper says, right here, look at the contract. The contract says, when you sign this, you will go to jail. Not sure for how long. If you go for a short period of time, you will probably go back several other times. That's what. Part 2 says, if you sign this paper, there is possibility you will die. Okay? Now let me see this contract right here. Would you sign it? Would you sign that paper if you knew that as soon as you signed it and finished it, you were thrown into prison? Like you signed it and bing, like a genie, and you ended up in prison. Would you sign that paper if boom, you woke up and you was in a coffin? Mama crying over your casket with your picture over there surrounded by flowers. If you sign that paper and boom, right away, that's what would happen. Would you still sign that paper? Would you still sign that paper? That's what I'm trying to say. Because when you sign that contract, when you take that oath, understand that even though it wasn't how I said it, bink, understand that when you sign that oath, that is your destiny. That is your destiny. No in between. So sometimes these kids are signing away their life, man. And the crazy part is we're watching them do it online. We are watching a whole generation, man. Hear me. We are watching a whole generation fall right before our eyes, people. Facts. We are watching this youth movement go down the drain. And we can't control nothing. There's nothing we can do. I could do this. We can have people out. But, I mean, the wave that's coming is crazy. I think my sniper gang need to, because I don't like this comment right here. Let me see who's going to snipe this first. Who you calling, sweetheart? Snipe him. My sniper gang. Oh! Fuck out of here. Beat it. We don't play all that shit over here. My snipers is thirsty over here. I mean, you can't come in here in my chat. We don't have none of that in my chat. We don't do all that. We don't do none of that shit. Look, we don't have that over here. We about positivity, man. Come over here with that nonsense. Because my guys on the side, they may not be like that. So they ready to snipe your ass. My guys is thirsty. You know what I mean? They Call of Duty. They will Call of Duty. They right there with the playing real life Grand Theft Auto. Stop playing. Pow, pow, pow. Sniper gang. Anyway, messing my flow up, sucker. That's what's going on. We watching this whole generation right here on the internet, yo. We see it every day. These kids dropping locations. I'm outside with it. I'm here with it. Letting the enemies know where they are. What's the purpose of that? I'm trying to figure it out. You drop the location, I'm out here. What's up? Oh, we out here. What's the purpose of that? Because are you hoping that your enemy comes? Are you hoping to shoot? Are you hoping to get shot at? Are you hoping to get arrested? Because understand this. All these guys that go on Instagram Live, all these guys that go on there talking all this gangster shit, you see them on YouTube. I haven't done an Instagram. Oh, Joseph, thank you. Thank you for the donation, Joseph. Candela, salute. Thank you, Joe. Is that DMV, Joe? Anyway, so all these times that these guys are on Instagram Live and doing all that shit, and they're getting their views up and stuff, understand that there is social media cops. I always say this. I need to reiterate it all the time. That hopefully somebody see my video and like, damn, what am I doing? There are some of those viewers that are watching you are gang intelligence. Gang intelligence units know everything. They know everything. Whoa. Thank you for the donation. Damn, Joseph, thank you. I appreciate it, man. $50. Damn, Joe. Thank you, brother. Understand this. Every time you press live, that's the right amount. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. Understand that. They're sitting there because they have social media detectives, gang intelligence units, all of this sit there and they're watching your lives. And while you guys are going back and forth in your little codes, that they sit there and they know all these codes. Chill Will. We're almost at 20,000. Yes, I just passed 19,000 K. Thank you again for another donation, Chill Will, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Happy holidays to you too, Joe. So when you on here and you dropping all of this shit and you saying names that of ops, of ops that are dead and doing all this crazy, understand there's gang intelligence of people watching the same shit. They're watching this. Maybe not me. I mean, they're watching everybody. But I'm just saying, they're watching. It's their job. And all these gang intel, they know all this shit. That's why when you see them come sweep, you'll see a whole sweep. You'll see them sweep 30 and 40 because all these dudes already have walking indictments. All these walking indictments, they were already indicted is what I'm saying. They just don't know it yet. So now they got this. All right, we got 12 indicted already. Let's get the other 17. Let's get it. And then they round up all of them at 4:30 in the morning. The feds is at your door. And then they parade them, right? Look, the news reporters are already there because they're tipped off. Yeah, we're getting ready to do this raid. Come on. Why do you think the news is always there when you got these guys marching out of the buildings? And then it's bad when you're actually putting the shit online. You putting it up there. You putting it up for the world to see. I'm a gangster. I'm a killer. I'm this. I'm that. I'm just like, wow. That's crazy to me. Because, again, these kids is doing it because nobody around them, they don't have any, strong, positive role models telling them, what are you doing? What are you doing causing all this destruction, mayhem, and genocide? What are you doing? They just like the clout. And the internet, let me tell y'all something, man. The Instagram and all the rest of this shit was the worst shit that happened, man. Was the worst shit that happened. By design, you know what I mean? Keep people, the bread and circus effect. That's a whole other episode. Anybody who knows what the bread and circus is, they understand what I'm saying. They want you looking there stupid. The internet was the dumbest shit ever. Instagram and all the rest of that, whatever. You know what I mean? Because 99.9 of these dudes do all that shit for what? Clout. Everybody want clout. Everybody want to be popular. Everybody want to be a tough guy. Everybody wants to be a killer. The internet did that. The internet did that. I'm going to get to the comments, y'all. Exactly, TV character. The internet did all of that. Because these people, if they didn't have that type of platform to do all that, it might not be that bad. But you disrespected me on Instagram, I got to kill you now. What? Wait, hold up. Right? If they didn't, can you imagine they shut down Instagram? I guess the Instagram models would have to find a new career. It's just so. Instagram models. These chicks actually be up there in bikinis and all that, putting their cash app, and dudes actually do it. And the internet, it's just disgusting. Virtual beef. Yeah, virtual beef is fucking funny to me. That's why I don't get in no beefs. I ain't with this. I don't get involved with shit. People ask me opinion. What do you think about those? So I don't address that shit. I don't have nothing to do with it. I don't care about none of that. It's got nothing to do with me. Everybody has their own lane. It's not. All right, let's get to some of these comments. Good morning. That's right, keeping it gangster, of course. No such thing as Instagram models. They be trying to profess that as a profession. You know what I'm saying? I'm a model. See my Instagram page? Is that what you call it? They ain't even got to go to the strip club no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't made it easier for the strippers too these days. They ain't even got to be in the club. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on Instagram Live and fuck it. Oh, it's crazy, man. Montreal. Oh yeah. I always represent with different kind of hats. Montreal Impact in the building. Yeah, you sure game AML. I can't see. Does that say Apex? I can't see LBUB. See, my eyes fucked up. Proper music. Salute. Michael Kozlov. Wait, Kovzalov. Michael, Michael K. That's it. You Mike K now. Nobody asked you, Mackie. Let me just make sure I shout out everybody. Irvin. Jay. Eddie Griffin said gangster rapper is an oxymoron. Yeah, it is. You're right. You can't. Can you imagine? Check this out, guys. Because a lot of these. Call my brother Nason. Wait, if you shut that down, then it will be keyboard gangsters. Instagram models would call themselves gold diggers again. Yeah, I mean it's just ridiculous. It's just The Instagram models would have to go back to the clubs then. You know what I mean? Cardi. Anyway, so damn, I got thrown off right there. Instagram models making money because there is a fetish for everything. Yeah, man. It's so crazy. It's hold on. Apex, slap him with the RICO. Exactly. That's what I was saying. The RICO shit. These people don't understand this RICO shit, man. Hit that like button. Yeah, smash that damn like button. But it's just crazy to me that I'm seeing this shit unfold. And I think I just don't understand why nobody's in their ear. You know what I mean? Where's the guidance? You know? So here, let me ask you, do we blame the generation? Do we blame these kids? Do we blame these outlets that let it go on? Do we blame elders who didn't teach them right? There's so many conversations we can actually have here as far as you know what I mean, that goes. Do we blame the children who are growing up in a fucked up environment? Some of these kids in a lot of these, most of the, you know, in the areas, certain in these areas where there's a lot of the infestations of organizations, come from low income, poverty line-ish, have to wait till they, you know, their money gets on that EBT card lifestyle. Do we blame the system? You know, do we blame the outlets as far as the heads and executives that let this shit go on, that let this music be played? But don't get it wrong. You see what they do in China? They shut everything off. That's a fact. You can't say certain they doing it. You think they have all this in other places? No, they don't. Or do we blame the adults who done left these kids in the first place to be raised by their mothers or who aunties, grandmas, whoever, by themselves? Who the fuck do we blame here, man? Because when you blame one, they toss it that way. When you blame one, they toss it that way. And it's a whole circle. And nothing gets, you know, nothing really gets done. It's, you know, sometimes it's hard. I mean, I'm not going to say it's hard to blame the kids because this is what they see. This is all they know now, this internet era, this Instagram era. This is what they know. They know to get lit, you gotta talk shit. They know to get lit on YouTube, you gotta put names and titles. They know to get lit. You understand? It was never my objective. I'm just saying that's why the characters, I don't really understand, because it's never been my objective to be lit and do all that. You know, I got a sister who has 1.4 million Instagram followers. 1.4 million. For those who don't know, Juggling the Jenkins. Go look it up. It's my sister, same father. She's got 1 million and she's on tour. You don't think I could just jump on her live and boof? It's never been my thing. And that's a fact. I could be more lit than anyone on this shit, doing this shit, if I wanted to. She has 1.4. I would just need a little percentage of that. If I jumped on her live and I didn't want to do all that. I wanted to do it organically. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say I don't understand the wanting the clout and the lit part of this. You know what I mean? Blame yourself. You put yourself on welfare. Okay. See, you know, we have different perceptions. You know, everyone has their own. Man, y'all some legends. You see, and it's crazy because when you're seeing these dudes do this, it's like a lot of these organizations based a lot of their principles on mafia-ish morals and standards, I could say. Okay, LB Apex. What do you hold on? Hey, thank you for the donation, my friend. What do you think about the kids and the internet? My niece is 7 years old and all she wants is an iPhone. I think young impressionable mind need to steer clear of the internet, pollutes their mind. I agree with you, Apex. St. Louis in the building. I agree with you. It's you know, it's nothing good. You know, the days of library is over. The days of even writing, you know, good penmanship, all that shit. Everything has changed, man. They sniped somebody. I missed it. He ain't though. But anyway, here's what I wanted to get to the point, right? A lot of these street level ish gangs, they base a lot of their principles, their structure, I should say. How about that? That's a better word. A lot of their structure around what they saw with the Godfather and the mob and the, you know what I'm saying, the commission ish things and heads and right. We know this. A lot of the principles. But have you ever seen another Italian get up on Instagram Live and talk about another family and say what he was going to do to the other family? Ever? Anybody? Anybody see it? You've never seen it. Can you imagine even, not even just kids, not even the kids, 16, 17, not even the young Italian kids, right? You're not going to see it. I'm talking about gangsters really living that life on YouTube at all. No. Do you see them talking about each other? No. Do you see them hitting innocent people? No. Only one time, and a lot of people disliked Gotti for this. This is why a lot of gangsters disliked Gotti. Because of that rule right there. Because John Gotti's son was playing in the street and the neighbor backed out and didn't see him, and he was on his big wheel or whatever, backed out and didn't see him, and he killed John Gotti's son when he was, in Queens many years ago. People were trying to talk him out of, don't kill this guy. It was an accident. But the guy obviously, found later, they put him in acid, his body in a barrel of acid, whatever it was. He's dead. He was dead. But a lot of people in the life didn't like that because the guy, it was a working guy. He had nothing to do with the life, and it brought a lot of attention to the organization. John Gotti, period, put a lot of attention on the mob and the Mafia and the Teflon and walking around with his head up high. I knew they were going to chop his head off. No disrespect and no pun intended, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to John Gotti. No disrespect at all. You guys understand what I'm saying? We knew that the Fed government don't play. The feds don't play. They will snatch up your mother, your grandmother. You don't want to tell? Your motherfucking mother is going to, and your grandmother will spend the rest of their dying days in a prison cell. You going to tell? Right. Feds don't play. So my whole point to the thing is not saying, Italians are better. No, not even. But if you're basing your principles, if you're basing your structure, if you're basing it off of that, then what are we doing? What are we doing online? What are we doing on social media? What are we doing flashing guns? What are we doing? That's what I'm saying. There's nobody there to do that. But I just get a whole bunch of people to do that. What are we doing? You really want to get money? You really want to get off the internet? Get off. Don't flaunt it. Because once you start flaunting money and flaunting your jewelry, man, thinking that you getting lit and then clout and all that, understand there's people around you like, man, I'm going to get this motherfucker. And to be your own people, that's what I'm saying. There's no loyalty in this shit, in that organization shit. There's no loyalty even in the Italians, right? There's no loyalty. But one thing is, since Gotti, who's running New York? Who's the Godfather? Now we knew because the guy just got killed a couple years ago by something that had nothing to do with the mob. But up until then, there was like a 20-year, no one knew nothing. No one could say who was the next Gotti. Anybody? I'm sure there's one or two wise. I get it, but the basis is no, we don't know. Exactly. Exactly. But they're still doing the same things. They're still in the construction. They got their hands in the construction, got themselves legit businesses. The days of them going and extorting people, it's not really, because they know that brings a lot of heat. I'm not saying there's not scams and things going on. We know this. But they're not on social media letting you know it. You'll never know what the hell is going on in the iron industry. Never. You're never going to know what's going on in the construction industry. Never. They're not flaunting it. Morals, code of honor, ethics, loyalty, respect, not just for your fellow gangster person. Whatever that is now is not gangster. Exactly. It's a little Mario. It's like Nicky Ball's walking around like untouchable. The feds got him. Exactly. You'll never know the real gangsters. Like Costa Nostra, the golden rules, keep your mouth shut. Don't bring attention to yourself. Exactly. That's why they didn't like Gotti, bro. Telling you. Basically, the opposite of what these fake clowns. Right. Why would you want to let the world know I'm this? If you on here talking about I'm this, it's you're chasing that clout. You just want to be lit. There's no substance to your shit. There's no legs for you to stand on. And then you up here, then when dudes is up here, I'm this, I'm that. And then when the RICO comes and they snatch your whole this and that organization, then all of a sudden it's like, no, it was just for the gram. It's too late. It's too late. They've got 5 hours tapes of all your lives. 8 hours. Were you screaming this? Oh, that was just for the gram, huh? So again, if you're basing your organization on mob principles, you're doing the fucking wrong. You maybe a structure. There's no comparisons. There's no comparisons. But you need to, like I said about this blueprint, man. Peace, Rich. Like I said about this blueprint before, about this negative shit that you can go throughout history and understand that when you sign up for this life, it's a history of it, of jail and death, a history of it, and wheelchairs and paralyzation and hospitals, a history of it. I said this. But there's also a blueprint for how to do it right, or how to get legit, and how to have Bennett. There's also that blueprint that are not being applied. So if there's a blueprint for that, there's a blueprint if you want to do some positive stuff. There's some blueprint if you want to do something good. There's a blueprint for that too. Which one are you going to follow? Which one are you going to follow? Because I know every time that I supposedly kept it gangster or whatever, I always ended up in trouble. I always ended up, something negative happened. Oh, to me, to somebody else, it was always something involved with that, with those words, keeping it gangster or keep it always. I don't, I'm just me now. I'm just a family man, because for me, keeping it gangster means supporting your family. Not by any means necessary. No. Supporting your family, doing something positive, doing something right, having a job, letting your kids see that you go to work every day. Let your kids see, you're responsible. Let them see that. Let them learn those habits. Because the kids are impressionable. And they see it. And then they want to do that type of tough stuff too. And they understand later in life, mommy and daddy worked hard for us. They understand that later. That's keeping it gangster to me. Keeping it gangster is every morning waking up and my son jumping in my arms. That's gangster. Salute G. That's gangster. Gangster is me bringing my kids to school every day. and still being able to pick them up and still work. That's gangster. That's taking care of your family to me is being gangster. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm all about family. And this is what I'm preaching to hope other people will do the same. Because again, when you in these streets and you leaving your kids behind and you leaving these kids, your kids to be raised by other people, you can't expect them to listen to you when you get back in their life 5 years later after you come home from jail. You done missed 5 years. You done missed graduations. You missed basketball. You missed a whole bunch of stuff. You missed, your daughter playing with dolls, whatever. You missed all that. That's how you want to live your life? That's how you want to live your life? Not me. Not me. That us, them mentality for me is long gone. I had a us versus them as far as us versus, authority, cops, whatever, corrections officers, whatever it was. But as a civilian, home over 15 years, 3 kids, wife, married, life changed for me. There's no us versus, I'm not us anymore. I'm not us anymore. But do I like corruptness and all that? No, of course not. Do I like a lot of stuff that happened and goes on? No, of course not. I'm just talking about period. You understand? Because I was always one of those people that used to, whenever the police run up on me in my neighborhood, and then they leave, don't find nothing, leave. Men, then get around with people. Man, they always fucking with me. Police is always fucking with me. I was living a lifestyle. I was living that lifestyle. Do you understand what I'm saying? I victimized myself, which is what a lot of people do. Police is always messing with me. Well, if you selling drugs, if you running around the streets with guns, if you, you it's just the way it go. If you're living that life, you see, when I was living that life, they was always fucking with me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm out of that, like in a whole different world. They don't. Amazing. They don't run up on me anymore when I'm walking. They don't do any of that. Amazing. That's because I put that good karma out there. Because again, when you live in that certain life and you have that bad energy around you, they know what you're doing. Maybe they didn't catch you that day, the day that they was fucking with you, but they know what you do. My point is, if you live, a certain way, not saying they don't mess with the average person. I don't need people. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I get it, but I'm just saying it was always an excuse for me. I always was trying to victim. They always fucking with me. I was always doing dumb shit. And the penitentiary was a little bit different. When I say they fuck with me, it's because they really did in a certain way. It's because the way I talk, the way I walk, them country hillbillies don't like it. They don't like it. They didn't like when I had dreads. They don't like it. Right? But where was I? I was in prison. So no matter what, they're going to look at me a certain way. No matter what, they think something's going on. No matter what, that paranoid state is there. I was there. I was in it. Carried myself a certain way. I played basketball. Hung out with certain people. And, I hung out with whoever was cool. It wasn't just one. It was just, I had whites, blacks, Spanish. My Asian crew was deep. That's not, but they just didn't like how I walked, how I talked. It's just the way it goes. There's a lot of people on here that don't like the way I walk and I talk. Leave stupid ass comments. Delete them. I just delete them. I block them so they can never comment again. I know. I understand. So I understand, but I was there. You understand what I'm saying? And I carried myself a certain way, and I was a target for that. I understand that. But I'm saying is since I've changed my life, this is the truth. Since I've changed my life and just, built this family, devoted my life to my family, it's the truth. I haven't had any run-ins with, with officers. I haven't. Again, it's because I know I'm giving that good karma. When you live in that bad life, giving that bad energy, it's just the way it is. You surround yourself with it, and you're never going to get out of it, and they're always going to mess with you, and you're always going to be stuck in a circle, in a cycle. I live it. I understand it. That's why I could talk it. Once I started living positive, man, things just started happening for me. Life, it just started happening and opening up for me. Not that life isn't hard. Life is hard every day. There are days I don't want to get out of my bed. Real shit. Sometimes I be down. But I know what I got to do, and I know I got a family, and I know that, there's millions, I left some good people behind there, and they just wish that they were in my situation, never going to be able to get out of prison because of one mistake that they made in their life. Maybe pulling a trigger that took 1 second. That 1 second cost them their lives. Behind the wall, they're never coming home. So I know I got to get up every day, and I know I got to motivate, and I know I got to go, and I know I got to get this family ready to go. Good energy. It's good, though. I don't have to look over my shoulders anymore, which is kind of a big deal. Because anytime I left my house, my previous life, my head's still semi on the swivel, but I would always, even in my own neighborhood, I'm loved there, but that's not the point. I was always looking out for whatever. I was always looking for that next foot to drop. You know what I mean? There's always some type of foot dropping on me. I was always looking for that my whole life. But when I started doing, that's because I lived a bad life. I lived a crazy lifestyle. So with that crazy lifestyle comes a hurricane. You know what I mean? I don't live that life anymore, and life has changed for me. That's why I'm able to, you know what I mean? That's why I'm able to speak like this, because I can speak on both sides. I lived such a crazy lifestyle, and a lot of crazy negative ramifications came with that. You know what I'm saying? Positive lifestyle, a lot of positive. Not saying I don't have issues. We don't have issues in life. We all do. But I don't have those issues. I don't have them hurricane issues anymore of a lifestyle worrying about somebody knocking at my door. Are they going to kick my door in again? Are they going to shoot my dog like they did my neighbor? Are they, you understand? And there's a noise by my window. Let me go up under this mattress. You understand what I'm saying? It seems, it's crazy. This is the life I was living, which was very paranoid, trying to get money. So when you're in that life, that's why I'm able to speak like this. I know. And when you're in that life and you get money, it's a paranoid fucking lifestyle, people. Don't let nobody tell you it's not. I don't care who it is. When you start to get in that game and starting to sell or do whatever, you don't trust nobody. You don't trust anybody. Because, you don't know, you know what I mean? Their motivations or who, why does this person say, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a paranoid lifestyle you live. I used to, there you go. Bang, bang. Yeah, wait. Oh, yeah, Leonard, wait. Leave him here, Lamar. Lamar, what year was that? Was that the year was that the year that Dead Arm Road got your daddy? Nah, I wanted him to stay. Let's eat his ass up. Lamar, was that the same year when Dead Arm Road caught your daddy in the bathroom? Was that the same year? Fucking clown. But anyway, see, my past life still comes out sometimes, people. I would say I lived a crazy life for 17 years. I made the decision to clean up my life, but it's hard. You have to be dedicated. Yeah, you have to want to do it. Lenore, what's up? Huh? Yeah, Lamar. Yeah, keep his punk ass here. You know what I mean? Although my snipers are like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, you can stay, Lamar. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You just wanted to, yeah. There's this troll. This is what I'm saying, people. No matter what you do in life and how, you know, you may be positive you try to be or whatever, there's always gonna be haters. There's always gonna be people like, that can't do what you do, like this guy here. There's always gonna be people that, want to take you down because they're miserable. You understand what I'm saying? Because they got no girls or, no why because they have no, life period. You understand what I'm saying? So you're always gonna have those people that want to take you down. That's just how life is, man. No matter who you are, it doesn't matter. You could be the most loved person in the world. Doesn't matter. How many people hated Mandela? How many people hated Gandhi? Right? So, what the fuck makes me any different, right? It's just the way it is, man. Some people are just miserable in life. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it goes. You can't, hate from a distance, betrayals of close. Yeah, because in real life, you already know. People that come on here and try to talk shit just look for attention. Yeah, just clout. That's what I be saying. People want to be lit. And that's the problem with life. Everybody wants to be lit. Nobody wants to be family. Nobody wants to be parents. You know what I mean? I seen this one kid, he wrote, I was on Mac Mean's channel. Shout out to Mac Mean. And somebody wrote in the comments, this kid wrote in the comments, he's like, I've seen dudes spin blocks, people's blocks, on YouTube live, but won't even spin the block and take their kids to school. I found that shit so fucking funny. I found that shit so fucking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? It's hilarious, it's the truth. But, again, I'm able to speak like this because I've lived that life. I understand it. I know. And anybody who's been in the game, anybody who's even gotten a little bit of money, like, understands. Yeah, you already know. So anybody understands that when you live in that life, you become paranoid. It's the truth. Because the rats are out there. The stick-up kids is out there. You know what I mean? You know that there are landmines in that, and you just try to avoid them. It used to be like, to be honest with you, like, even, like, I learned, you got to learn the game, too. You're like, when people used to call me, it could be sitting right here next to me, right? And people used to call me, yo, whatever. I'll be like, or talk to me. We could be talking. It could be right in my house. Like, yo, could you get blah, blah, blah? I'll be like, nah, but I think my man got it. I'll call him for you. I would never let people actually know. You know what I mean? Some, but especially new people, I would never actually let them know. Like, this is, your mind starts thinking of crazy shit. Nah, I ain't got it, but I could get it for you. Let me talk to my boy and find out how much. All right, let me find out for you. Be sitting right there. But these are the paranoid ways of the life I lived. You understand? Like, this is I developed the whole system. I mean, I can't get into the system, but I developed the whole system. From the scales being by the fucking flour to baggies being in the medicine cabinet. You understand? I always knew certain things. Like, I always dealt in the tree lane. That's the truth. The tree lane was my thing at one time, a long time ago. 15 years ago. Long time ago. And I always understood, if you take it and you put in individual baggies and do all that ahead of time and they come in your house, intend to sell. See what I'm saying? You gotta know these type things. You gotta know. I'm just saying, I'm not teaching anybody how to be about. I'm just saying is that This is the life I was living. Like, all right, if they come in, fuck it, I'm a user. That's just a big, yeah. Felipe said, my son Sam had a touch of crazy lifestyle. He got caught doing something stupid. He was put on pins, and the judge actually said he was on his way to prison. Wow. Fred White's teachings changed his life. See that? Let's highlight that motherfucker. How the fuck do we fucking highlight the motherfucking comment here? See what my guy Felipe said? That's why I do this shit. His son was on his way to jail and probation and all that. Watching my videos and my words. You see what he said right here? Fred White's teachings changed his life. That's why I do this, man. Priya orientation. I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. All right, yo, Nay. It's time to execute somebody, anybody. Just get him out of here. We left him here long enough. This is it. That wasn't me. Yeah, let's get him out of here, Nay. Somebody, anybody. Sniper gang. Let's get this punk out of here. This is what I'm saying. These people are crazy. Mike Kozlov said, hey, Lehman. Stop project. Who? Go up a little bit. Yeah, we gonna get Lamar out of here, y'all. Sniper gang. He said, yeah, there we go. Let's just get him out of here. Just take him off the face. We don't want him back. I know y'all been waiting to do that anyway. He out of here. Yeah, hey. No, Mike Kozlov. That's my guy. Wait, what did he say? Lamar, I meant, nay. Let me see. What was his? Wait. Oh, wait. Unhidden? Wait, he was hidden? No, not Michael Kozlov. Why? He wrote something? No, that's my guy. I meant Lamar, bro. Frank, thank you for your time and your history to deter others from wanting to live that thug life. Yeah, we gonna get him out of here. Hell yeah. Oh, that was a mistake. Yo, Kozlov, I unblocked you. Mike K. You know Mike K is my guy. Yeah, nah, that was a mistake. Sniper gang. We gotta let Mike, try to keep writing until you get in here. I want to make sure you get back in here. Now, I appreciate it. And those are the things that keep me motivated. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, it took Lamar out of here. Come on. It's just, people just, you know what I mean? People are just crazy. But that's why I do what I do, though, man. For people like Felipe and Sam. Shout out to Sam. And other people I've helped along the way. I get so many people writing my email. Yeah, Nay, you hit an innocent bystander, Nay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's back. All right, Mike. We gonna make. Why, man? Mike ain't a motherfucking moderator. Yeah, my guy. We had you out. We got you, Mike. I was walking and sniping at the same time. Oh, speaking of walking, all right, guys, I got something I'm going to talk to you guys about. Remember when me and Nay, we walked through Brownsville? You guys seen that? Nay, a lot of people like that. You see, it got like 7,000 views in less than a week, right? The thing is that I'm going to do that. My next installment is either going to be, I have them both lined up already. It's either going to be Far Rockaway, and then I'm gonna do Edenwall projects up there in the Bronx, we're gonna do Far Rockaway, because we were talking about Far Rockaway, Nay, remember? And we were talking about Far Rockaway, and a lot of the Far Rockaway dudes started clipping that piece and putting it up on their Instagram. But I'm gonna go out there, me and Ron Do, my man Ron Do. I'm gonna go out there with Do, Nay, and we gonna go through Redfern, whatever, or we gonna go through Far Rockaway. That's what we gonna do. That's next. And then we're going to do Edenwall. And I'm just going to bounce around, you know what I'm saying, with certain people. And I'm going to show the people. Because, again, you see, we had Sri Lanka up in here. Switzerland was up in here. We got people from the Metaphysical Rev. Salute. Thank you for the donation. Sending blessings and love to everybody here. Fred, you are amazing for what you do. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But I'm going to start going around to certain people, certain areas. Because people love that Brownsville shit. People everywhere was just like, yo. And me, what I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna try to get maybe like a, what do you call them? The camera things, the pros. What do you call them things? Oh, GoPro things, and then walk around so people can get a better view. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do Rockaway because a lot of people, again, a lot of people. I thought I saw Sri Lanka. Yeah, Sri Lanka was up in here from the beginning. Somebody from Sri Lanka. Um, People like to see other areas or areas that they've heard about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody heard of Far Rockaway, and I'm sure there's people that do it, but I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do it like how me and Nate did it. Walk around. Maybe I'll just do live, or we'll just walk around and have my boy, who I know 30 something years, we came through the system together, tell me about his projects. Tell me about Far Rockaway. Tell me about the area. Tell me about the different places of Far Rockaway, not just Hamels and OV and you know what I mean. I want to hear the history about Far Rockaway. And I think people are gonna like these types of videos. I have a feeling about that. Salute, hey former, salute brother. Hope everything's okay, man. So we're gonna start doing this because again, people from around the world, even other cities, you gotta realize, like down south, when people say they live in the projects down south, when you actually go and see, they're like garden apartments to me. They're like 2-floor houses in certain places. Not cities, like certain places like Chicago or something. But I'm saying a lot of places like down south. I seen this drive through. There was like Alabama projects, and it was like 2-floor houses. That's their projects. Salute to them. Not saying it. I'm just saying is that New York City P's and New York City areas are different, and people love to see shit from different areas. That's a fact. So the next one is gonna be either Far Rockaway or Enenwall. Both of them are lined up. I'm gonna go do Far Rockaway with my boy Ron Do, Big Ron Do, Rockaway legend, and I'm gonna go through Enenwall with my guy Blitz Bundles, Blitz Bundy. I did an interview with him a long time ago too. We're gonna go through Enenwall. We're gonna get a little history. That's it. I mean, you gotta evolve. Sometimes I get tired of just talking this jail shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Malik Monk looked like Rondo. Ask him if that's one of his kids when you walk around him. Wait, who that? What are we talking about, Nate? Fred, do I hear a fish tank in the back? Once I changed my life, I got into fish tank. Yeah, I got a fish tank. Hell yeah, I got a fish tank. Hell yeah. Right now, you've been home a minute now. Now, how easy is it to stay home? Don't you feel stupid for your past voluntary surrendering of our past? Wait, what the fuck this guy said? My name ain't Frank, though. I don't know why people call my name is not Frank. That's why I know you're not even a subscriber. Hello from Canada. Hey, Sean, salute to Canada. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to my King Rock, too. Canada. Anyway, man, I've been up here over an hour. Damn, I got like 50 people in the building. I love you guys. I just want to come up here and vibe a little bit. I just wanted to understand what gangster means because it just, to me, I just don't get it. Because if gangster means throwing my life away, if gangster means maybe me dying, if gangster means living the rest of my life in prison, I don't want no part of that. You guys know the motto. Experience is the greatest teacher, but somebody else's experience could be just as valuable if you pay attention and listen. On that note, people, love you guys. See y'all tomorrow.